No, I went live earlier.
We are live. Channel April News. What's going on? Talk to us.
It's April Davis PI actually on YouTube. Go live right now.
So there's balloons.
50 to 100 approximately.
50 to 100 balloons.
And apparently it can cause a major outage, possibly even a fire.
We don't want that.
They're in the hotlines. Well, the live lines.
April Davis PI on the scene.
No makeup. Don't look at me. Yeah, somebody just shined the light up there. They actually called me. Yeah, we're getting ready to have some action here. Bonham by the power company. Yeah, I was explaining to my audience earlier that I bought $80 worth of groceries. Oh, somebody asked me that in the live. Do you have a flashlight?
Yeah, you need one.
Thank you to my assistant here, Base. Everybody say hi to Base.
What's up, guys? We're out here. Sunday night, no days off. Make sure you guys get it here first. Oh, someone else is looking for it.
That's probably the power guy.
Yeah, that's a big line.
They actually called me back to ask the exact location of the pole because they needed to know what type of equipment to bring. And the customer service line did tell me that, yeah, it is dangerous and they would have to get somebody out here immediately. And then they called back within probably 5 or 10 minutes and said they're on their way, no more than 30 minutes, and it's been less than that.
There's a fire truck. Or like a...
I can hear them. I was going to set up the camera outside on the sidewalk,
Yeah, that's
but I have to have the cane, and I don't have a chair. Like, I'm literally like 90 years old, even though I'm not. But at least we'll be able to see once they get up there, like how they do it.
I would just pop them.
Well, those are live wires across the top. And nobody could have like let them go from the sidewalk or they would have hit the internet and the phone lines. So they must have come drifting from somewhere.
Yeah.
But they're in the hot wires. So they may have to turn off the power just to like access that. That's not a job I'd want to do.
Let me go rush to the elevator.
I like your humor, Base. Okay, I see we just have one person here. I assume it's you, Bonham. I'm sure you just heard that little convo between the neighbors. Yeah, I can see the flashing light from the street now. I was going to go out on the street, but I have a hard time with my legs. Cracking me up, Base. Wow, the gig I have for tomorrow at Johnny Carson Park is nothing compared to the excitement we might see tonight. And thanks for the suggestion earlier, Bonham. I'll have to start carrying a flashlight with me. Also, my battery's quite low right now, and I've got a power bank plugged into it, but my power bank hasn't been charged in a while, so I'm not really prepared for this. I've got more charge than I had before, but my power bank is almost empty. I need a couple of more power banks. Oh, here are the trucks coming. They're at the end of my driveway. Ah, yeah, nobody's coming or going anywhere now. Oh no, they're backing up. Well, that, in LA, I have to say, when you have an emergency, whether it's 911 or it's the LA Fire Department or the LADWP or the gas company, they are like lightning quick. And we've got like, 12 million people here. Well, probably like 4 or 5 million in the city, but to be able to have a response this quick on a Sunday night. You know, it's another one of those proud moments to be an Angelino. And I do understand if they do have to turn off the power, they may have to. I don't know because the building is blocking me. I did see one that did a reverse. Oh, they're putting the cones out on the main street now. They're blocking off the road so they can get their trucks set up. That's why the guy called back, because he wanted to know exactly, because I gave them my address and then said it's one building to the south, but they wanted to make sure they had the right side of the street because apparently they have a map of all these poles. And if I could tell them, more specifically, then they would be able to look at their paperwork and know exactly the height of the pole that they're dealing with and what type of equipment that they were going to need. And I don't even know how they're going to get around. I know you can't see it on screen, but there is a ton of lines, maybe 8 or 10 of them that are below, that are also, I would say probably internet phone, but they're also connected to the top of another pole. So I would imagine the ones that are on the top are the hot live lines. And I don't know, any type of investigations that I had regarding electricity usually didn't turn out very well. Even one of my, couple of my entertainment cases involved electrical issues, and one person ended up not making it. It's a very serious thing. And there's not any wind right now, but if there was a spark and a fire, and then the palm trees down below caught fire, it could spread to the rooftop here, even if it was just sparks or embers from the palm trees. And I would hate to see any of the buildings, including my own, go up in flames. So it would be very stressful for me just to get my animals out, being disabled and having problems with my legs. And so I saw one truck, Bonham, but I can't see around the corner of the building unless I go out front. I figured they'll light it up. There it is. There's the spotlight. Now you guys can actually see it. I told him it's probably like 50 to 100, but I don't know if it's that many. There's 6 or 7 bundles. Looks like 4 bundles on the bottom and 3 bundles on the top. That was strange. Something just flew by the camera at a high rate of speed that was lit up. About 840. I don't know what that was. Sorry about that, people. That was a 7 p.m. alarm. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock my time, Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, I was actually going to wash my hair tonight. So, but you know what? I don't think anybody else would have had the courtesy to call like I did. Most people, they don't care. So I just saw this as a potential for an emergency waiting to happen. And both the power company rep and the guy, the actual maintenance or repair guy that called, they both told me, like, yeah, that's a dangerous situation. So I guess my PI skills after 40 years Sometimes I still have it. You just don't mess around with electrical issues. You know, when I first saw it earlier, you can go to my previous live. When I was walking down the driveway, I saw them kind of lined up on the lines to the right of the pole. And I thought, is that like a flock of birds, like at this time of night? Are those owls? Like, what is that? And then as I got closer and my eyes adjusted, and I'm like, see, they're moving, even though we don't really have much wind here right now. And then they all got stuck. They finally all like clumped together like that. But it's actually 6 or 7 separate bundles. And they look like the rubberized type of balloons. They don't look like those mylar, foil type balloons. And I know those can cause really serious fires. I won't know if they turned off the power or not. Well, I guess I will, because the power will go off out here. My little fur babies are going to be like, what the heck is this? They'll be a little scared, because I'm outside. They know something's going on. Wow. Gosh, my Johnny Carson park video is going to be like nothing compared to this. No, I think we're gonna see something interesting tomorrow. I can hear some of the service guys talking. They've got the cones out in front. I guess I don't know how they'd get a cherry picker up there without hitting the lower level lines. I hear a lot of heavy equipment noise. I'm so glad they have the spotlights so they can see. It'd be too dangerous to go up there in the dark. Oh wow, here comes the big truck. Oh, it's big. It's big like one of those hook and ladder fire trucks. That's a big one. And it does have a cherry picker on top. I have a cat and a bunny. Just go to my my YouTube channel when you're not watching live. Go to playlist and you'll see everything I have, including my pets. Feel free to send them a treat. I hear something, like something's being raised. Wow, this must be serious for them to have responded so quickly on a Sunday evening. You know, if I hadn't been looking up at the aircraft, there's so many things that are moving through the sky in Los Angeles. 24 hours a day. I turn on one of my, airport or aircraft apps. Dang if I can remember it while I'm live to look. And then I looked up and I was like, oh yeah, there goes. And then I was like, what is that? Like, were my eyes deceiving me? I saw like these round things on the lines to the right of the pole. They hadn't all clumped up yet. And I thought, is that like a family of owls? Like, what is that? And then when I got much, much closer, I could see that it was 6 or 7 clumps of balloons. I'd love to know how many do you think there are up there? 50, 100? Am I overestimating? Am I underestimating? Maybe 75? Yeah, they are backing up. I can't wait to see the rewatch on this. Well, neighbors, don't be mad at me if we lose the power for a few minutes. Better to lose it for a few minutes so they can fix it than to, be out for hours while they're trying to find out what happened. When it goes out, they don't necessarily know exactly where it started, and they have to investigate and go out and cruise the neighborhoods. And I just don't know how they would have got all the way up there unless they just drifted through the sky from another locale. That would be Halloween. Please check out my latest Halloween videos. Now, I could easily change my answer to Christmas if somebody wants to send something to the business address. Feel free. We love to get mail. And we love our YouTube family. Oh, thank you, brother. Oh, your guess is 34. I guess we're never going to know the answer. Oh, it's such a strange sight to see in the dark. If I hadn't been looking up at the air traffic, I would not have even noticed. If there wasn't a serious potential here for a fire, this would actually be laughable. And shame on the person who did this. Yeah, this is harmful to wildlife, and this is a fire risk, a severe fire risk. So people don't do something stupid like this and release balloons into the air. If anybody's watching this on the replay, make sure to give me a thumbs up. make sure you're subscribed. There's something on this channel for everybody. Go to the playlist and you'll see some of the topics that are covered here. Well, I guess it's taken a while for them to figure out how they're going to get up there and get around those other... There's like actually 2 layers of wires below that. That's not going to be easily accessible. Actually, she's more of a chicken person, but I'll let her know. Now we had LAFD paramedics driving by. And I just saw LAPD take a whiz by. Yeah, with my disability, it's going to be hard for me to stand out here for very, very long. So hopefully, I've got the old lady cane here, even though I'm not an old lady. That's why I didn't go out front to the street, because there would just be no place for me to sit down. I can lean on the rear bumper of my car nearby. It's terrible to have this, you know, kind of disability, and just it affects everything I do every moment of the day. But hey, at least I'm still here to film for YouTube. We've small channel here, only 1550 subscribers. 99% of my viewers are not even subscribed. So just imagine if all my viewers that view were subscribed. That'd make a huge difference. But YouTube, they don't really care about subs, they care about viewership. I have not a clue, base, how they're going to get up there. There's 2 other sets of wires below.
It's crazy.
It is crazy, isn't it?
Like something like that. Our city's so old, and you still have wires looking like that, and then you wonder how the fire happened.
That couldn't make a fire, apparently.
Yeah. Now imagine it was Santa Ana winds.
I know. Well, the palm trees are right below there too. So if it starts sparking, I figured those trees would catch fire. Have fun. That's right. People, go Dodgers. Well, let's just say a little prayer here for the safety of those LADWP workers. I'm sure they know what they're doing, but still, that's a dangerous job. Absolutely, baseball. Baseball is my life. And I'm already a little worried because apparently there's a very good chance of a lockout for the start of the 2026 season. I hope that doesn't happen. I will be very sad if it does. The Los Angeles Dodgers since age 3. Whether they win or lose. Dodger for life. Well, I guess they're down on the ground still trying to figure out how they're going to get up there. Didn't realize this would be so complicated. Well, at least this gives them something to do on a Sunday night rather than sitting at the substation. They must have been close because they got here super fast. I guess most of my viewers will have to catch this on the replay. Oh, sounds like LAPD just passing over. Yeah, I can recognize the sound of the engine on the helicopter. I wonder if they were able to see that. Probably. Yeah, you guys, if you're watching this on the playback, it really helps me. If you like, comment, share, and subscribe. It'll help boost the YouTube algorithm. My channel was briefly monetized, is very, very briefly. Only saw 2 small checks and is not monetized at the moment. So if anybody ever wants to contribute to help out for the expenses, which there are a lot of for this, you can always check out my links or buy something in one of my stores. Just go to the main channel page and click on the description of my channel and you'll see everything. I can hear them speaking from, I hear a lot of doors slamming, like truck doors. I can actually see the headlights of one of the trucks just around the corner of the building. I don't want my battery to die before this actually happens. That would make me sad. Hi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we're just preventing a possible fire by getting this thing
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, that's not good.
Who would have done that? Yeah.
There's no transformer there, though, right?
I don't think so.
It's just the wires.
Unless it's lower, I can't.
Yeah.
But if you live here and you get a power failure in a few
Oh, yeah,
minutes,
that's
that's probably them turning it off. I don't know if they would have to turn it off to because those are the hot live
Yeah.
wires or lines.
Yeah, we don't need no more fires. Right. Have a good one.
You too. Oh, hi. How are you doing? Lee, nice to see you. I haven't heard from you in a long time. Yeah, if you didn't see the earlier live, I just had to call the LADWP because as I was coming back from taking out my trash tonight, I saw something funny that was bouncing around on the power lines at the building next door. I went live and I was like, do you think that's dangerous? And people were like, yeah, it probably is. So there goes the cherry picker now. So I called LADWP and they said they would send somebody in under 30 minutes. Hi.
What was that?
Little power emergency here.
Oh.
Yeah. Just talking to a neighbor here.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, thank you.
You're right, Lee. You are darn right, Lee. You know me. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Oh, see the cherry picker. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. That's a big truck too. It's about the size of a large hook and ladder fire truck. You know, where they have the big basket on the back that goes like 7 stories. It's like one of those size utility trucks. That's right, Bonham. Welcome to the show. Let's pray for these workers up there. I don't know if there's 1 or 2. I think 2. Because I see 2 lamps. They're kind of actually shining in my eye, one of them. I gotta look down at the screen for a moment so the lights are not in my eyes. Those are very bright lamps there. They may be wearing them on their heads. I guess we'll know in a few minutes if the power goes out because you'll see the lights in the building next door go out and the driveway lights will go out. I think they're reaching up. Yeah, they're reaching up with a yellow pole. Actually, 2 yellow poles. Yeah, there's 2 workers in the basket. They're all tangled up. There's 6 or 7 bundles. My earlier estimate was 50 to 100 balloons. Well, you know, you guys locally can thank me here. No, actually, no need. I was just, you know, trying to do the right thing. My investigative instincts kicked in immediately when I realized what I was actually seeing. I'm inhaling some gas fumes right now from a neighbor's car. So I'm holding my nose. I might sound a little funny. Wow. Right here live. Most of these people who are watching my channel are going to have to watch this after. They're getting lower. Jeez. A few of them popped and came down to the street below. Yeah, they can't reach their hands up there. My good deed for the day. Is this the reason I beat stage 3 cancer, folks? So I could like do little things like this to help the community? If I prevented a fire here, I guess my life is still worth it. Oh, you answered yes, Bonham. Thank you. Aha! Success! Success! Yes, I did. Well, you know, they don't call me Batgirl for nothing. Just being facetious. Well, kind of not. Some people do call me that. I was exposed to too much Batman as a child. Boy, they had to pop a lot of them just to get them in a basket. There's so many. I wonder too. Some of them are lying in the street now. I hope they pick those up so the animals don't get them. We got a lot of raccoons and possum and all kinds of night creatures here. We don't want anybody like putting that in their mouth. Some of them, as they popped, I noticed a few of them fell down to the street level. Most of them are in the cherry picker though, on the inside. Well, there they go. The basket is lowering. I know this would be so much better video if I was standing on the front sidewalk, but I'm safer back here. I really appreciate everybody that came tonight. The chat will reload in 24 to 48 hours. It takes a while for YouTube to post the chat. They'll post the video once it uploads, but it takes a while for the chat. So you can always go to the comment section. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Put in a comment in the comment section, which is separate from the chat. Share it with your friends. And, oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you subscribed to me today. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Have a good evening.